Welcome to tonight's live webcast from Fort Kent Community High School, brought to you by WFKT TV4. Greetings, wrestling fans. My name is Eric Werken, and I'm joined by wrestling legend Tracy Hart and proud father. Today we bring you a match between Aroostook County rivals Caribou High School and the Fort Kent Community High School Warriors. We're a little behind schedule here, Tracy. Waiting for Caribou to come out, warm up. We're gonna have a senior presentation to honor some seniors here from Fort Kent. But I know you've seen a lot of this team with your son, a junior, having a heck of a season. And you've probably seen Caribou a little bit as well. What can we expect to see here tonight, Coach?
Well, we'll see some good wrestling for sure. Caribou's a little bit bigger than we are as far as team size goes. They're bigger than they've been in the past years, and Fort Kent's a little smaller, so it should go pretty quick. But there's definitely some good wrestlers in the bunch, so we see Caribou a lot. So down at a lot of the other meets downstate. So
Caribou taking the mat here now. Flip the script. It seems like Fort Kent had the bigger team last couple of years. We had a big class graduate last year, and now Caribou has brought in some nice numbers this evening, and they're led by legendary coach Chico Hernandez.
He's legendary, all right.
He sure is. So we're gonna stay here live with the warm up, and once the Warriors get back out here, we're going to have a senior presentation, which Tracy will stay with you for that. The public address guy, I don't know who the heck that is, some tall, bald guy. He'll be doing that presentation. And then we'll bring you the action here tonight. So we're looking forward to it. The first ever, I believe, Chaz, first ever live web stream of wrestling.
Yes,
so pretty exciting. And hopefully more of that to come. So the Warriors are coming out here. I'll leave you here with Trace. He'll critique my job as public address, and then we look forward to bringing the action. Evan. You messing me up already?
Any extra room for scorekeeper?
On the scores table? Does that work? recognize each of the senior team members and their parents for the hard work and dedication they have given to help resurrect the wrestling program at Fort Kent Community High School 4 years ago. I would ask head coach Mr. Scott Duval and assistant coach Mr. Josh Hurt to come forward to recognize their senior student athletes by presenting them, yes, with a flower. First up, Evan Guile. Caribou set, Lister. Weight class 182 for Caribou, Eden Diversion. Weight class 220 from Caribou, Nate Pelletier. Weight class 285 for Caribou, Chloe Gershman. And for Fortnite, Alex Holt. Visiting fair was hosted by Chico Hernandez. Fortnite head coach, Mr. Scott Kuwa. Assistant coach, Mr. Josh Hart. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time as you please stand as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. The official for tonight's contest is Mr. Carl Franks. Up first, weight class 106 for Caribou, Ethan Edgecombe. And for Fortnite, Jared Hart. Okay, folks, so we're underway here. Tracy, you might know the young man here from Fort Kent. Hart versus Edgecombe here in weight class 106.
This is Jaren's second time at 106. This is the first time he can get down on the weight.
So Jaren, Tracy has been wrestling at 113. Is that correct?
Yeah, for all season, yeah. And,
you see that as an advantage for him to drop down to 106, or?
Yeah. Some of the teams downstate, they have some pretty good 113s, and right here, Jaren's got a He's got control. He's on top. He got the 2 takedown.
Hart.
Right now he's looking for a pinning combination.
Yep, looks like he's up 7-0 already, if I'm reading that right here on the far end of the scoreboard.
Yep. Yeah, he put him on his back. He's got to expose him for up to 4 seconds, 4 inches off the mat. Once he exposes his back, he gets near fall points.
Thank goodness you're here, Tracy, because I'd be talking about jump shots and 3-pointers and assists and steals. I'm a basketball guy, but I love these home wrestling meets. We only wish, as me and Tracy were talking about off air, that we'd get more up here, but we are working on it. Jaron looking very good here in the opening round.
Yeah, he's got he thrown in the half there, and he's holding on to it.
Hart, I believe, unofficially coming into tonight at 14-3. I think Coach Dubois was telling me the other day. Has won a tournament, and right, Tracy, and I believe came in second at Nokomis.
Yeah.
Losing by 1 point. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Last weekend.
Yeah, he had locked hands, which you know after you have a takedown and you can lock your hands to take him down, but after you've done that, you have to let go, and he didn't. So
a lesson there, perhaps, for Jaron.
Right here, the only way Jaron can score here is he can get a reversal or an escape. You can get 2 for a reversal and 1 for an escape.
Hard up to a 10-0 lead here as we begin the second round.
Right now, he can't get the escape until he gets behind him. So there, now he's got the reversal right here.
So some blood here on Edgecombe. He'll go to the corner and get checked on by Coach Hernandez. They're going to check Hart also for blood. I'm sure this is a normal thing here in wrestling, Tracy.
Yeah, they have blood time. They have running blood time, and if there's any blood, that they stop and they wipe it up, clean everybody up, and then try to find out where it came from.
So your med kit's got to be pretty well stocked here.
Yeah.
Especially if you're on the road here, as Caribou is this evening. Their shortest road trip of the season.
No doubt.
Warriors and Caribou actually both traveling to Dover Foxcroft this coming Saturday. And as we said, just road Warriors. Excuse the pun, but they've been to MCI this year. They've been to Nokomis, as we said. Foxcroft, Belfast. Have they been to Belfast yet this year?
No.
Not Belfast. Oh, I'm sorry, Bucksport.
Bucksport.
Yeah.
Bucksport.
MDI.
Yeah, MDI.
Yeah. So a lot of miles logged, and these are all Saturdays. So these young men.
Their last three meets are down. They're going to Dover, Dexter, and Bucksport.
Correct. Yeah. The regionals is in Caribou this year, which is nice.
Yes, it is. Yeah, and that's February 8th.
February 8th. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Edgecombe getting patched up here. Is there a time limit on this?
Yeah,
Tracy,
they have. Yeah, I think it's 5 minutes that they have in all throughout the whole match.
Now, Tracy, tell us how the team scoring works here. Obviously, Fort Kent with a smaller team this year, 7. Is this match more or less been decided just by the sheer numbers of Caribou and the forfeits, or is this still in question?
Yeah, as far as team score goes, yes.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah.
And longtime scorer Rudy Martin here will be putting this up for us this evening on the scoreboard.
Yeah, a pin gives 6 team points, and a tech fall gives 3. So Jaron right now is up 12-0. So 15-0 is what they call a tech fall.
Okay. So that would give the team 3 points, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Hart really looking for the pin here.
Problem is that he's got in that particular move, that's a cradle, and he's got the heads in the way. So
Yeah. So 14 weight classes. Tracy, as you well know, Jaron's issue as a freshman was, I believe he at one point might have been close to 30 pounds underweight.
That's right.
So now, nice to see that he's at a comfortable place where he can go either, as he is tonight, 106, or compete very well at the 113 weight class.
That's right.
So he could have some options going into the states, in regionals and states.
Yeah, he's got to wrestle at least 5 matches in 106 to qualify for the regional.
So Hart will take it 15-0, and as I believe Tracy said, that's a tech.
It's a tech fall.
Tech fall, and so 5 points on the boards here. Looks for the Warriors.
Up next, in weight class 113 for Caribou Rising Associate, for Fort Kent, Evan Gayo.
I believe this is Evan's first time at 113. Riley's been wrestling 120, and she's coming down, I think, to 113 now.
Okay, so where has Evan been? Has he been at 120?
Yeah, he's been at 120, and a lot of wrestlers, they have to make weight at whatever weight class that you're in, exactly at the weight early on in the season, and a lot of wrestlers wait till they have a 2 pound allowance.
Oh, okay,
before they go down.
Exactly,
So,
and that's right around the holidays, Tracy?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, right after the holidays.
So Guyon, the senior, one of 3 seniors wrestling in their final home meet here in Fort Kent. Lance Daigle and Larry Netto, so the next 3 Fort Kent wrestlers in their last competitive meet here on the Fort Kent Warrior mat.
Riley is a very formidable opponent, that's for sure. She's tough, and she works hard.
So nice to see in such a unique sport where males and females are competing against each other in a contact sport. You see that in some other sports, but well, not really. I mean, you have some track and field, but that's all based on gender. Wrestling is so unique and special, I would say, that females are able to wrestle against males. And she does look solid here.
Yeah, she does, yeah. Evan's up 2-0 on her, though. And he's going to expose her back here. He's got at least 3 near fall here. A short time here. She's got about 35 seconds here to hold.
Looks like she's just trying to hang on here, Trace.
Yeah. She's pretty flexible there.
Yeah, she did a good job to avoid the pin there.
Yep. Evans up 5-0 here after the first period.
Saucier hanging on and into round 2.
Evans just deferred, so she gets the choice of what she wants to do. She either puts him on the bottom in the referee's position, and that's what she's done. She put him on the bottom here. He's got to be set before she can get to him. Yeah. Well, that was a nice move.
If
she still has control, though.
If Guyon's able to get up here, he does get points. Is that correct, Trace?
Yeah, he's got to turn his shoulder into her now. He's got to get his shoulder free before he can score. And he's got the reversal now, so.
Got 2 points there.
Yeah.
7-0 now, Gael.
And the move that she had, she's vulnerable to that right there if she can't hold on. And that's the problem. But you hear the coach saying to tee off, meaning to get to the side, to get some leverage, and she's hooking a leg so that he can't do that.
3 more points there for Gael from the official Carl Grant. 10-0 Gael. And a pin there. So would that be, it looks like maybe an additional 6 points.
That's right.
Good sportsmanship there by Gael.
Winner of his final match here in Fort Kent, Evan Gael. Up next, weight class 120, Caribou, Joe Schuler. And for Fort Kent, Lance Daigle.
Lance here is a senior. He's 4 years on the team. He was one of the first ones since the program came back here to Fort Kent.
So nice to have it back.
Yeah, it's been a long road.
Sure has. It was all student-led, though, Trace. It was great to see. I had some. I'm the athletic director here, and I had some students come see me. One year, there was about 5 or 6 of them. And I said, well, I see what I can do. And then we just didn't have the numbers. The following year, there was 22. So we took that right to the school board, and the school board supported it without hesitation. So it's great to have this program back.
I think that was one of the problems was, there was no interest in some of those younger classes down in middle school. So that was what really.
Nice takedown there by Daigle.
Lance has got 2 nice takedown on a double leg there. You got to hold him in here, though.
Fort Kent with an 11-0 team lead here, but we are going to have some forfeits here that's going to count against them coming up.
Yeah, no doubt.
Daigle really battling here. Telling me yesterday he had a triple overtime match down at Foxcroft, I believe. He said it was an absolute battle.
Yeah.
I think he ended up losing by 1 or 2 points. He was, he's kind of a perfectionist. He was a little upset, but.
Yeah, it takes a little bit out of you.
I can't imagine the endurance that these wrestlers need, especially when you're trying to battle weight. It takes a lot of energy out of you just to make weight, and then you got to go out here and wrestle to pure exhaustion.
MPA is, has put, most places that we go, they have like a 5-match limit for the day. So.
Meaning what? They can only lose 5 pounds in the day?
No, but I mean when they're wrestling, they can only have 5 matches in the day.
Oh, I'm sorry, 5 match. Got you. I understand.
And they have they need to have I don't know if it's 30 or 45 minutes in between matches that they can only they can't wrestle.
Okay.
You couldn't wrestle 3 times in an hour.
Gotcha. Daigle here up 4-0. On Joe Schuler from Caribou. Caribou with a 100-win wrestler last year who graduated. Celebrated that here actually in Fort Kent as he picked up his 100th victory. Fort Kent looking for one of those here, huh? In the next this new era as we're back.
It's tough nowadays though to get 100 wins,
Yeah.
especially from us up here.
They don't have a lot of those Wednesday meets like they used to when there was Aroostook County wrestling. So
right, and I see some guys out in the stands here though that are on our board there. Jeremy Desjardins.
Oh yeah.
Kerry Daigle.
Yeah.
Both state champs.
Daigle stands up there, Tracy. So does that give him some points?
Yeah, it gives him an escape. He gets 1 for an escape there.
Daigle up 5-0. It was Lance is the, as we said in the senior presentation, the first 4-year wrestler since the program is restarted. So he's been with Coach Dubois as they've gotten this program back going. Dubois also coaching the middle school program, and they start up a little later here.
Nice
yep.
double leg takedown right there. Lance set that up pretty well there.
Lance having a nice match, and also his last countable. There will be some exhibitions here coming up after the team stage is done. You talked about the hand lock, Tracy, is a kind of a no-no. What about headlocks? Are you allowed?
No.
Okay, so that's a no-no.
Yeah, any time that you grab around the head, you have to have an arm. And you know, you try to teach wrestlers not to reach back and
not sure here, Trace, what happened.
I think he got called for stalling there. He got warned for stalling. You have to keep having a wrestling move, and or you got to keep trying to do a wrestling move. And Lance not. He was struggling to do that. There, he's got a cradle here. Yeah. He's exposing him here.
It's got him down here.
Yeah.
Nice job there by Schuler to get out of that one.
Yeah.
Saved by the bell.
7-0 here after, or 10-0 after 2 periods here.
Going to the 3rd round here. This is weight class 120. Joe Schuler from Caribou versus Lance Daigle from Fort Kent. This is a WFKT TV4 broadcast from Fort Kent Community High School.
Let's see, he almost locked his hands there after he was, and that's the reason why you let go. Lance got an escape there.
Daigle comfortably ahead here.
Both got a collar tie here.
As we dip 1 minute left here in the 3rd and deciding round.
You just exposed him.
Oh, and he got him. Nice job there by Daigle.
Yeah, it was a nice win for Lance.
Both seniors with nice wins here.
Winner in weight class 120, Lance Daigle from Fort Kent. Lance competing for the final time here at Fort Kent as a senior. Congratulations, Lance, on an awesome career.
Up next here is Larry. Yeah, I think they're going to call him out.
Up next, weight class 126 from Caribou, Lily Haskell. Winner by forfeit.
Haskell gets a forfeit here.
Up next, weight class 132 from Caribou, Billy Fuller.
132 is a forfeit also.
Also winner by forfeit.
138 here. Angel Riopel is a very good wrestler. And he's going to test Larry here.
Larry, in his second year as a wrestler, picking it up just last year for the first time. Did not wrestle as a youth.
Yeah,
so
no,
picking
he
up a new
didn't.
sport,
Yeah.
which is certainly
It's tough.
something as technical as wrestling is not an easy thing. But he's been a sponge trying to learn as much as he can.
Yeah, he's very coachable, and he's one of those kids that he tries hard, and he's done a nice job picking up a lot of different things from everybody that he can. So
he's a fan favorite here too. I know he's popular with his teammates and with the student body here. Just a great young man.
He's popular with the coaches too.
So those forfeits, Tracy, brings us to a 17-12. So you see how it's important obviously to have depth and try to fill every weight class as a team.
Right. Wrestling's unique like that, where it's a team sport but individual sport too.
Heck of a takedown there by Riopel.
Yeah, I think he tried to do an ankle pick there and took it a little high, but it still was effective.
Up 2-0 is Riopel. Tell us about the circle on the outer circle, Tracy. If you do you need to have your whole body out of that to reset, so to speak, or?
Well, both wrestlers have to be out.
Okay.
If one's in and the other one's out, they can still. It's the referee's judgment on when he's out. At this point here, Larry's still in.
Riopel really taking the upper hand here thus far. 4-0 as you see in the scoreboard. Neto trying to get through this round as we see under 5 seconds. Looks like he will. Well, you compare it, Tracy, you know, you had Lance Daigle wrestle before, a 4-year wrestler. You see a little more technique there, a little more experience.
Right,
and Neto here has a heck of a work ethic, but he's trying to make up some years there, as we said, just his second year wrestling.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to just come in like that. That was just a false start there. They can only move on the whistle.
So Neto wants to get up, and he does. Oh, no, he didn't get fully up, I guess.
No, that's right. He has to turn and face him to get the escape. Looked like Larry tried to, sit and switch, but he didn't follow through with it. There's just standing there. There.
He's up, and now Riopel is going to try and put it right back down, and does, and the Caribou side is going crazy. Heck of a counter by Riopel.
Yeah, he didn't let him go there, so Larry couldn't score there.
And now Neto's going to have to be real careful here, folks.
Yeah, that arm, he needs to get that arm out of there.
He's really battling here.
Yeah. You teach your wrestlers to try to get some space between the chest, between the two chests there. And Larry's arm's in a bad position there. He needs to try to get it through.
Trying to use that back leg. Anything he can do, but there's going to be a pin there by Riopel. Really a nice match by Angel Riopel for Caribou. We'll take weight class 138.
Winner, weight class 138, Angel Riopel. Up next, weight class 145, from Caribou, Caleb Robbins. Winner by forfeit.
Another forfeit at 145 here.
Weight class 152 for Caribou, Matt McCormick. For Fort Kent, Gabe Dubois.
Gabe too is he's just getting down to the 152 class here.
Literally, as he had to shed some pounds today throughout the course of the day. the coach's son here, a sophomore. I think he'll only get better here as he gets some experience here and figures out which weight he wants to be at. Might be in trouble early. He's trying to. Yeah.
He had the 2 takedown. He's got 3 near fall now.
Trying to get out of it is Dubois. Caribou now up 24-17 as a result of the win by Riopelle and another forfeit. Dubois down 2-0 early.
Yeah, it's
and the pin there for Caribou.
Pin at 107 here.
It's tough, as we talked about. You try to lose that weight even in a day, and it's got to zonk your energy, huh?
Yeah, it zonks your energy for sure.
Up next, class 160 for Caribou, Tom O'Mara. For Fort Kent, Lucas Terrio.
Lucas too is coming down to 160 here. And Lucas is a sophomore, and he's picked up the sport pretty quick too.
I didn't realize, we have a lot of wrestlers here who are starting with Jaron, who are wrestling in a different class here, sounds like, for the first time tonight. So as you said, it takes some time to get where you kind of want to be. Must be a juggling match for Caribou, as you see, they've filled 13 of 14 weight classes this year. So I'm sure there's some jockey in there for what class to be in.
That's right. Defended the shot pretty good there.
What kind of season has Terrio had so far, Tracy?
He's had a mixed season, but he's wrestled well. But he's in a tough weight class, so it's a lot of kids are right at around that weight. Lucas too is very he's a sponge. He wants the knowledge. He got the head and arm there. He rolled right through it. The way to stick him.
2 points for Terrio.
Yeah, but he's got locked arms here, locked hands here. He's got to let that go. I think he let it go. Yeah. No indication from the referee. So there you go. Yeah. Lucas got the 2 takedown here. About 25 seconds left in the first period here.
Yep, Terry up 2-0.
And he's got to break him down here.
McCormick win for Caribou puts them up 30-17. End of round 1. Terrio up 2-0.
Caribou's got the choice here. He chooses top. Lucas got to get down, get set here.
Next 4 rounds will be forfeit wins for Caribou, Trace. So we talked about it having depth. And, really Fort Kent had, I believe, another 5-6 kids signed up for wrestling this year, but for random reasons. I shouldn't say random, but various reasons. Caitlin Daigle being the female for Fort Kent, but dealt with some hip surgeries, and so I honestly don't know if she'll be able to wrestle again, but we hope so. Yeah. Wow, Terrio trying to stay up, and both guys out of bounds. That was quite.
He was close there. He had his toes on the line there.
Took some strength just to stay upright there.
Yeah.
For Terrio.
Yeah, Lucas plays football here in the fall, so that was a nice move right there. Switch, get a nice reversal there.
Yep, 2 points, two more points there. Looks for Terrio. They haven't put it. Yep, now they do put it up. 4-0 now, Terrio. It's been a good match here with Tom O'Mara, weight class 160.
Yep.
O'Mara trying to get up. Terrio keeps him down.
He's got a tight waist on him here.
There's a lot of strategy in this, Tracy.
Yeah.
I know these wrestlers here in Fort Kent watch a lot of film, trying to break down.
Lucas gonna, yeah. Closing minute here of the second period. 4-0. Lucas, he left himself exposed for the head and arm, and the kid hit it. So he's going to get a 2 reversal here and at least 3 near falls. So
O'Mara with a nice comeback in this round here. This has turned into the match of the day, and Terrio's going to have to be careful here.
Yeah, he's got to try to push himself out of bounds here. Yeah.
Trying to hang on,
seconds.
But he's got a lot of time here, Tracy.
Yeah.
Does well though as he.
Yeah, he's got his leg stepped over, so he's in a bad position, but
12 seconds. Caribou yelling here at O'Mara to make a move.
Yeah,
Terrio just trying to hang on. 5 seconds, folks.
He's going to hang on here. Yeah.
He does get out of it.
Yeah. He's going to be down here going in the last period, 5-4.
We'll check the points here.
Yeah, he's 5-4 here going in the last period.
Terrio trying to find it here in his tank. It is 5-4, as Tracy said.
The only Coach Dubois is going to put him on the bottom here because the only way he can score, if he started from the top, the only way he could score is put him on his back. So here he can get an escape or a reversal here to win this. So
let's watch this carefully. Terrio down 5-4 here.
Yeah, he's got exhausted a lot of energy here.
He sure did.
Stay off his back.
Just to hang on there in round 2. A good 30 seconds, Terrio found himself near pin, right on that outer circle.
Yeah, he's got.
Now in trouble again here on the far side.
Yeah, Lucas.
And look out
he's
here.
Trying to power through that.
O'Mara's.
He
He does.
Power through it.
You got to be kidding me. This crowd going wild here for Terrio.
That takes a lot of strength there to power through that.
Amazing. You're watching the match of the day here. Rarely competitive. And now Terrio's countering.
Yeah, he's got him.
You got to believe O'Mara.
Got the 3 here.
You got to believe O'Mara's pretty tired here too.
Well, yeah, he must be.
.45 seconds.
Terrio's got at least a 3 near fall here, though.
Hart currently has Terrio up here as we approach 30 seconds. The scoreboard says 7-6 O'Mara, but
yeah, the referee hadn't given the 3-point indication yet.
Looks like he just did, and that puts Terrio up 9-7 with 20 seconds. Caribou pleading for O'Mara to make a move here on the side. Back down hard. You got to watch the head there. 10 seconds. Two, one, and look at this. That's got to be the match of the day. Terrio.
That is a good match.
What a comeback.
Right, Lucas got himself in trouble there, exposing himself to the hidden arm. So.
Great match. Winner. 160, Lucas Terrio, Fort Kent. Up next,
Got a few forfeits here now.
Weight class 170, Caribou Seth Lister. Winner by forfeit. Up next, weight class 182 for Caribou, Caden the Merchant.
182 is a forfeit.
By forfeit. Weight class 195, no match. Weight class 220 for Caribou, Nick Pelletier. Winner by forfeit. Weight class 285 for Caribou, Chloe Kirschman.
220 was a forfeit. 285 here.
And for Fort Kent, Alex Polk.
We got Alex Polk and Chloe here.
So Polk. Sorry about that. A little loud. Polk.
Alex got his first win down in MCI.
He did. I know the
Yeah.
coaching staff was very happy, and certainly his teammates.
Yeah, everybody was happy for him.
Alex just learning.
Yeah, Alex
The
is,
sport.
Yeah. You're doing a good job, though.
What a match that was by Terrio coming back. We will have some exhibitions following this, and we'll stay here with you. Want to thank Chaz Pelletier on camera tonight, producing, doing it all, for bringing this live broadcast to you for WFKT TV Channel 4. Polk battling here with Kirschman out of Caribou. Caribou's got a nice team, Trace.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
I don't know how they've fared thus far in the season, but I'm trying to get in to see our win-loss records here on the MPA. Stay tuned if I can figure that out.
You talk about individual win-loss or team?
Yeah,
win-loss?
individual. I thought that was somewhere on here. Polk is battling here with Kirschman.
Yeah, he's got closing seconds here.
Hanging on. I think it's scoreless now, Trace. Have you seen any scoring?
Yeah, no, they have. There's nothing there. They're still neutral, so nobody scored. He's trying to get an inside tie here, but closing seconds, 5 seconds here. Oh, he's gonna try.
Polk battling. See him breathing pretty heavy here. Caribou's going to win this match comfortably, I would say, with the many forfeits, but we've had some great individual matches here this evening. Stay tuned for, looks like, 3 exhibitions. We will have a brief beanbag toss competition. You didn't buy your beanbag tonight, Trace.
No, I didn't. I usually buy a few, but
looks like the girls got a few.
I coach baseball, but I can't hit that little circle.
You know, Rudy probably bought 20 over there anyway, so nobody's got a chance. So Polk and Kirschman here at a stalemate, 0-0. Someone's going to have to make a move.
Yeah, he's going to hook that and go.
He does.
Yeah, he's going to spin behind to get the 2, though.
This place
There,
is
he got
going
the 2.
wild. There goes Polk for
he
points.
got the 2 here.
Crowd loves it. 2-0. Polk
He's
looking
gonna
for
hold
his second win here tonight. Doing what he can here. A minute left in round 2. Doesn't want to let Kirschman up. Coach Dubois and assistant coach Josh Tardif, both who wrestled here.
Alex doing a nice job here. He's keeping some back pressure there so she can't get up.
Polk still up 2-0 as far as I know.
Well,
To be whistled dead here as
I think something happened. She got hurt.
Coach Hernandez will check her. Head athletic trainer Joanna Leary will take a look here too for Fort Kent. Exhibition matches will be Larry Neto versus Caleb Robbins. Robbins in weight class 145, so Neto will be wrestling up, I guess, so to speak, if that's the terminology.
Yeah, they for exhibitions they just kind of take two that are about the same weight.
Terrio, we'll get to see Terrio again. He'll go against Seth Lister. So Lister in the 170 at least coming into this evening. Probably for sake of forfeit sometimes too, they do that.
Yeah.
And then Polk will wrestle again against Gunnar Hatsfield.
When you're wrestling a small team, sometimes the just getting them some mat time is tough.
Hatsfield not listed here. He must be an alternate for the Vikings. As we mentioned, both these teams in action on Saturday down at Dover Foxcroft. A lot of these matches live streamed as well, from what I've heard.
Some places are, not to the extent that Chaz is doing it though. Usually they just put a camera on the mat.
Oh no, we go all out here. We brought in you, Trace. We brought in the expert.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
Kirschman looks to be okay. Is he sitting up now?
Yeah, I don't know if she hurt her neck or
really holding her face. I don't know. Back in the day, the Iron Sheik used to do the eye claw.
Jump from the top rope.
Yeah. I heard they were bringing wrestling back to Fort Kent, and I thought there was going to be a ring in here with turnbuckles and ropes. And no, I'm just kidding. Wrestling was huge back in my home high school in Vermont, Essex Junction.
Yeah, my high school days too. We could have made 3 teams.
Yeah, I heard you guys. You wrestled right here where we're sitting on the stage.
Right on the stage.
Sure, guys were flying off the edge of this during practice.
Yeah.
Great to see, and nice to see Kirschman up.
Yeah, she's a little wobbly there, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she'll continue. Looks like Polk will
Alex
win.
got to get his second win.
So
here.
Polk will pick up his second win.
Yeah, she looks.
Winner by default, thank you. 285, Alex Polk.
Yeah, Alex wins by default here.
We do have 3 exhibition matches tonight. Yeah, we're going to take a brief break. Let's give a round of applause for Caribou for the team win tonight, 48-26. Nice job to the Vikings. Mr. Doucette will be wrestling Rudyard. You're up next.
Oh, I paid to see that. Huh?
Take out your beanbags. We're going to do the beanbag toss, folks. Also want to mention that the snack shack is open. Pizza, popcorn, and drinks. And Fort Kent fans, you'll notice that we have
Oh, they're going to have the
brand new padded chairs.
they're going to have the toss here.
By the Athletic Booster Club. How about a round of applause for the Booster Club?
Booster Club has done some nice things here in Fort Kent.
On the back of these chairs, where Josh Starks could show you the plates are on the back of the chairs. Those are going now for $125. You can put a business on there. You can put a loved one or whatnot, but $125, and you can sponsor a chair. Let's take out our bean bags. You gotta be on that green line over there. You can play when you hear.
So everybody's going to get to toss their ball out on and trying to get it into the center of the warrior head there.
Game time.
Oh, somebody's on the board. Oh, there's one that's in the middle there. There's 2. Wow. Oh, I think they're going to have to get out the tape measure for this one. We got 3 on the board. John's throwing it from the outfield.
Winner is number 48, Caribou.
Who won?
Report to the snack shack to pick up your.
I guess our winner is Chase Corvo. I don't know. We're trying to figure out what he won. He probably won a meal at the Snack Shack. We're starting the exhibition matches now.
Okay, folks, we have 3 exhibition matches this evening. Up first for Caribou, Caleb Robbins.
We got Robbins and Neto here
Robbins
for an exhibition.
will wrestle for Kent's Larry Neto.
Neto's second bout here in the night.
Yeah, Neto and Robbins, of course, winning by forfeit. So nice for him to get a look here in an exhibition.
It gives him some extra mat time here.
My apologies to the Caribou fans. I just don't know a lot about these wrestlers. Tracy may have seen them a few times, but I heard the coaches talking before the match, and they haven't seen each other the last couple weekends.
No.
Been at some different locations.
You know, Coach Dubois has been trying to get us some matches with some Class A teams downstate, so which gives us a different look at competition, because a lot of places that we go, you see the same teams week after week. So
yeah, it's been nice. He's done a good job coming to me and saying, "Hey, can we go here? What do you think about this?" And we've been able to make it work. So,
well, it's nice that you've been letting him do that, because sometimes it's frustrating to see the same group of teams all the time at some of these matches here.
Sure is.
Neto's down 2-0 here. They don't have the score up there, but you got a minute left here in the first period.
Yeah, as we said, Neto still picking up the sport. Really has improved over the course of just 2 years. Less than 2 years, you think about it, because we're still not quite halfway through this year.
Yeah, Robbins is normally the 145, so Larry's giving up a few pounds to him.
Neto again trying to hang on here. As we said in the pregame ceremony, one of 3 seniors here wrestling this evening. Up next will be Lucas Terrio, Fort Kent versus Seth Lister from Caribou. Another match that will looks like maybe Terrio giving some pounds to Lister.
Yeah. Closing seconds here. Well, they're out of bounds. We have Neto down here.
Wrestling now, sorry to interrupt you, Tracy. Wrestling now in 2 classes statewide. I believe when you were wrestling it was 3. So now there's a Class A and a B. As a lot of programs statewide have been dropped for whatever reasons.
Well, I think, yeah, a lot of, when I was wrestling back in the mid '80s, they, here in Aroostook County, we had. There was a team here in Fort Kent, Madawaska, Caribou, Presque-Isle. There was quite a few teams, and all of a sudden, one by one, they started cutting them out. And so now in Aroostook County only has Caribou and Fort Kent.
Yeah, I'd like to see some of these other schools bring it back.
Yeah, wrestling's a unique sport as far as
you got to have a feeder program, huh? Like anything, I would think.
Yeah. You got to have a feeder program, but one thing that's unique about it is there's a lot of good sportsmanship.
There is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, and I mean, no matter where you go, wrestlers are talking to each other, helping each other out. You don't see many arguments with the ref and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the sportsmanship is there, and it, the referee doesn't really affect the outcome of the matches.
Right. Well, it's nice to see some young kids here, and I know some kids in this community have been wrestling and have been doing it for a while. You mentioned Jeremy Desjardins. He has some kids coming up through, and
right.
I see James Lamar sitting there in the stands, who was quite a wrestler. Braden Doucette, 8th grader this year. I think we've got some kids coming up here in the future.
Yeah.
Shelby Terrio on the girls' side is an 8th grader who's been pretty committed to wrestling. So.
Yeah, no doubt.
Neto down 5-0 here to Robbins.
Yeah, he can pull himself out of bounds here. He's not helping the cause here, though.
Nope, Neto in trouble, and looks like Robbins will take it by pin.
Winner from Caribou, Caleb Robbins. How about a round of applause for Larry Neto competing in his final match here?
Our next match is Lucas Terrio and Lister from Caribou here.
Up next for Caribou, Seth Lister. For Fort Kent, Lucas Terrio.
Terrio's second match here.
Yeah, and he used a lot of energy to come back and win that first one. And as you said, giving some pounds up here to Lister. I remember Lister from last year.
Yep.
Lister was shooting free throws with my daughter here pregame. I can see why he wrestles.
I think he's the clown of the bunch.
Yeah. Both wrestlers feeling it out here, looks like.
Yeah, they're battling for an inside tie. Oh, Lister got a nice double leg there.
2 points there for Lister. Not to be confused with Sonny Lister. Both are out.
Yeah, no score there.
Yeah, I wasn't able to find win-loss records. Coach Dubois is I know he's got that somewhere on the season. We mentioned Hart's record. I think Daigle's got to be above 500, I would think. Terrio, I'm not sure. Probably pretty close.
Yeah,
You may know better than me.
Yeah,
You've been at a lot of these. But it'll be interesting to see here in the second half of the season how this plays out. Regionals will be right here in our backyard at Caribou. Nice setup over there. Do they run 2 mats or 3 in Caribou? Is a pretty big gym, huh?
Yeah, they usually run 3 mats when they have the regional.
So that'll be real exciting for this community to be able to go down there. And
yeah, it's not often that it's that close.
Terrio flying up in the air again there.
Yeah.
Not something you see in wrestling as held on there, but
he's got the you get a 2 near fall there.
4-0 now for Lister. Up next, we'll see Polk again, and he'll wrestle Gunnar Hatsfield. Looks like Kirschman is relatively okay there, but still holding her face.
Yeah.
Hopefully she can bounce back and be able to wrestle at Foxcroft.
It's kind of tough for some of these teams here, Caribou and Fort Kent, to go down to leave early in the morning and wrestle all day and come home late at night.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
I mean, we've had some trips where we left 4:15, 4:30, and got back at like midnight. I mean, it's unreal, and I give credit to the wrestlers and the coaching staff donating their not donating. I mean, they are paid, but you know what I mean. To do that for this program, and they're not doing it for the money. That's for sure. They love it, as you can see the passion. Coach Dubois, Coach Tardif. But it's a lot of the kids, too. I'm sure your son is, that's a long time on the road.
Yeah. Oh. Terrio's got a reversal here. He got the 2 reversal.
So he's battling back again, isn't he, Trace, after that first one?
Yeah, he's got at least 2 near fall here. And he's got 3 now.
This may be tied going into the 3rd round if it gets there. Terrio really storming back here again after a slow start. Has shown great fight tonight.
Yeah, I think Terrio's got him here, though. Closing seconds here, 15 seconds left.
Lister, one of the tallest, if not taller, if not tallest wrestlers here, and I would think height is not an advantage in wrestling. That's why you don't see me out there. But he's shown great skill here, Lister. He's just in a bit of a bind here. He gets out of it though.
He fought hard here.
Did a heck of a job to get out of that.
Yeah. So hey, we're gonna be tied here going in the 3rd period.
Five, round 3. This really both matches tonight by Terrio.
I think we got some blood time here. Is it blood time or?
Lister's a little short on wind here. I think he's a little bit of a break. I don't know if it's blood or.
No, I don't think he's doing too well.
Yeah, Lister waving the crowd off. As you can just see, I mean, this gives you an example of the exhaustion, the pure exhaustion in wrestling, and the ability to bounce back and keep going. It's amazing. I have so much respect for these wrestlers. It's got to be one of the hardest sports mentally and physically.
I don't know if he was fighting to make weight. And,
well, that's a good point. Yeah, he could have.
Sometimes that's what happens is they, especially on a short week, for them coming in here today, it's short time here. And
well, as we talked about, they've got 13 of 14 classes full here, so.
Terrio just got an escape here. So he's up 6-5 here with some time here. Gonna have to ward off a takedown here. Ideally, you'd want him to score here, or at least have some good defense here so that he doesn't lose it on a takedown here.
They're both out here, so
they're gonna reset to be a neutral start here. I think Terrio had the shot there, but
didn't get it.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to expose himself yet. Still too much time.
We're approaching a minute left here in this exhibition. Caribou has picked up the win here tonight, 48-26. Ontario and Lister now in a exhibition, 1 of 3. Robbins from Caribou picking up the first one over Netto. Polk in Hatsfield await.
Fighting for the inside tie here.
Yeah, what's Lister's strategy here, Tracy?
Well,
we've got 30 seconds left.
Yeah,
he's got to try to get some points.
Yeah, he's going to probably try to score here in the closing, get down to about 20, 15 seconds here. He's going to try to go here and try to get a good takedown to win this thing. But I think Lucas just got called for stalling there, so
6-5 still, unless there's points there.
If he doesn't go, Terrio got the takedown here. So he got 2 here, so
looks like that'll probably do it.
That'll seal it right there. Yeah.
Terrio will pick up his second win of the evening.
That 2 was a tough match.
Winner from Fort Kent, Lucas Terrio.
I don't think Lister's feeling too well there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the final exhibition of the evening from Caribou, Gunner Hatfield.
Our final exhibition here is Hatfield and Polk here.
Alex Polk.
Alex won his first match by default here, so
Polk and Hatsfield. This has been fun, Tracy. I want to thank you for joining us.
Anytime.
Nice to have your expertise. I can tell you're very knowledgeable of the sport, and great to bring that to our fans here. Polk and Hatsfield going to battle it out. As we mentioned, these teams in action at Foxcroft on Saturday. That got an email from their AD today. They were trying to move that up, and I don't know how far we can move that up, just with the fact that we're going to be on the road early. Polk taken down there by Hatsfield, and
yeah, he had
it's like he's in trouble here, folks.
He had a tie and trip break to the back, and that's hard to get out during chest to chest. So
yeah, so the win will go to Hatsfield.
Hatsfield gets the win here.
That'll do it for the evening, folks. How about a round of applause for both teams? I want to wish you best of luck for the rest of your season. A reminder that the regional championships is at Caribou High School just down the road, so please go out.
The next meet is in Foxcroft. Regionals are February 8th in Caribou. It's a real good day of wrestling. You see some good wrestling. If you any wrestling fans that want to come watch that, get yourself into Caribou on the 8th of February. Some really good wrestling. Some real good wrestlers here in the north, and they have to qualify. The top 4 qualify for the state. So
some real good food down there in Caribou too. I hear they do it right. And those regionals, the concessions is really cranking.
Yeah, they got a good.
Yeah.
But there's some really good wrestling. You should come check that out.
I need to. I
Yeah.
need to get one to one of those. I know that you said February 8th.
Yeah, February 8th.
Yeah. I'd love to get out there.
It's a really, I'm telling you, there's some really good wrestlers. Dexter, Foxcroft. They got some. Traditionally, they have some really good teams. They have some good teams this year. Some really good wrestling fans. So
Good luck the rest of the way. Huh?
So
Shaking hands there with Coach Chico Hernandez. Certainly wish and pulling for the Vikings when they're not wrestling against the Warriors.
yeah,
Great relationship, as you said. The sportsmanship just incredible.
Yeah, Chico's a great guy too.
So for Chaz Pelletier in Channel 4 and Tracy Hart, this is Eric Warnken. I want to thank you for joining us for this live web stream. This has been a WFKT Channel 4 broadcast of Aroostook County Wrestling between the visiting Caribou Vikings and the host, Fort Kent High School Warriors. Have a great evening, everybody.